Hi, my name is Sean from ITX. I'm here to talk to you today about the loyalty ladder. This is one of the exercises that we use in our product innovation workshops to explain how and to work out what the customer journey looks like on the way to achieving customer advocacy, which we claim is the holy grail of all of our technology investments. We start at the bottom. So when we first meet a customer, if you think about it, they haven't been exposed to us. Our job is to reduce the threshold to trust, or reduce the amount of time it takes to get to this trust threshold. And every experience, every micro experience that our customers have on this path matters. It gets us up this ladder, so to speak. And our job as marketers is to condense the amount of time that it takes to get to that trust threshold. The trust threshold is the point at which they're willing to break out their wallets and spend money on your product or service, whatever that may be. Once they're over that threshold and they trust you, they're actually using your product or service, the goal then becomes to create a loyal customer. And I'm going to argue again that you can't have an advocate until they're first loyal, and you can't have a loyal customer until they first trust you. That makes common sense. So as we're working our way up the ladder here, there's 4 things that you can do to build and earn customer loyalty. 1, you can keep your promises. So they bought something from you, it better perform well, right? Trust over time, consistency, and actually meeting the expectations of the commitments that you've made. You do that over time, your customers learn to trust you, you earn advocacy. The second thing is reducing effort for them. You make things simpler, they come back and they try to use you again. It's gonna produce a cycle here of repeat usage for your products or services, whatever they are. So we reduce effort for them. We accomplish trust over time. The third one is human touch. Knowing when and where to insert a human touch, especially in the face of a service disruption, that's the 4th thing. In service disruptions, at some point in the process, your customers are going to have a bad experience. Might be a really bad experience. But they don't expect you to be perfect. That much I promise you. But they do expect you to clean up your messes. So if your customer has a problem in the delivery of your service or product, what separates the good from the great is how well you respond to those service disruptions. And when you respond really effectively and really efficiently, you have an opportunity to catapult yourself up over the loyalty threshold. The loyalty threshold is the point at which your customer says to themselves, this is my brand. These are the people I want to work with in the future. They don't go out and hunt for competition when they need what you have. They know exactly where they're going. These are really important customers to you, and you hopefully continue to move them up the loyalty ladder to at some point crossing what we call the advocacy threshold. And this is the point at which they're willing to publicly say, you're my people. This is the brand that I care about. They like you on Facebook. They tell their friends about you. In the B2B industry, if they move from one company to another, they drag you along with them. These are true customer advocates that have crossed the advocacy threshold. And this is extremely valuable. It's valuable because these are the people that will forgive you when you make mistakes. It's really hard to move them down the loyalty ladder because they've already put their brand of approval on you. They put their personal seal of approval on your brand. These are the guys we want to defend. And the goal is, again, like I said earlier, to condense the amount of time that occurs between each of the thresholds in the loyalty ladder. And that's it for today. Thanks for joining me.